Seth Greenberg, ESPN. Game Day coming to Auburn. He's with us on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. Welcome in, Seth. How are you today?
I'm doing great, guys. Apologize for that. I was on the phone with a producer that was a little long-winded. You guys know how that is.
Absolutely, we do. No apologies needed.
Ours will never shut up, in fact.
The excitement that Bruce Pearl has brought to this program, the fact that you are taking your show, which goes to the top programs in the country, the fact that he's built that at Auburn has to be pretty remarkable.
It's incredible what they've been able to accomplish and the consistency. You know, I throw last year out the window just because, quite honestly, I mean, it was an aberration for across our sport. But, yeah, I mean, look, you know what you're going to get with Bruce. It's Ringling Brothers, Bonham and Bailey. I mean, he's got incredible energy, enthusiasm. And on top of that, he's not a good coach. He's a great coach. He puts his players in position to play to their strengths. He recruits guys that other people don't recruit. Everyone talks about recruiting. Recruiting is a lot about evaluating. And he's done a great job of not only recruiting the Jabari Smiths of the world, but he's been able to recruit guys that the Wendell Greens of the world, the Katie Johnsons of the world, who fit how he coaches and has that passion, that energy, that enthusiasm, different than like Harper and Brown were, during that Final Four run.
How different is recruiting now? You mentioned some of those portal guys, and Walker Kessler, one of those guys. It's not just about getting the McDonald's All-Americans now. It's about finding those guys at mid-major that can come in and immediately impact your program.
Yeah, I mean, I think, the portal is just another aspect of recruiting right now. You try to recruit underclassmen, but now you also have to recruit the portal. I mean, it's a big part of recruiting. And, let's be honest, there are guys that emerge. And, those guys that emerge from lower levels want to get a chance to compete at the highest level. It's not just taking any guy that has put up numbers at a lower level, because every team has a leading scorer. It's getting the right guys. It's getting guys that'll fit in. It's getting guys that, have a passion and an energy, can defend, can make plays, have the confidence to do it, but also understand how to play within the team concept. And I think that's the biggest thing. You got to find winning players, winning competitive players. And if you do that, then you can find the right fit and fill the need. And that's what Bruce has been able to do.
If I was producing your show this week in front of the Auburn student body, I would say each of you give me one reason why Auburn will make the Final Four and one reason why Auburn will not make the Final Four. Give me that answer, Seth. Give me one thing that gets them there and one thing you think they can't get over.
Well, the best front court in college basketball. And what won't get them over is if they ignore the best front court in college basketball at the end of the game.
And it's been happening.
We've seen that.
It's been happening, right?
Like, here's the deal. You got Jabari Smith. He's got to touch the ball in the last possession of the game. Plain and simple. It's a nine. Look, I love Wendell, and, the play he made in Georgia, that's different. But at the end of the game, with time on the clock, that dude's got to touch the ball. No different than Paulo Banchero can't get one shot in a second half like he did for Duke the other day. I mean, you got to get the ball in the best player's hands. So I love Johnson. I love Green. But you know what? Sometimes you got to defer to the best dude on the floor. And that would be it. I love the stuff Bruce does. I love how they play. That middle ball screen with Walker Kessler, where if you down it, they throw the lob. Defensively, they are really, really good, making pressure the ball. When you have a guy like Walker, who basically takes the ball off the hands of any guy that's driving to the basket, it surely, and ignites their break, because the guy's got great hands. He's got great hands, got great feet, great hands. So, but those are the things that I would be concerned about at the end of the game.
But for Coach K or for Bruce Pearl, those are great teaching moments right now, right? You'd rather have this happen and address it now than it happen in the NCAA tournament.
No doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. And then you got to address it. And you got to know, here it's real simple. Where does your best player want the ball? And then you got to have actions to get him the ball. What I mean, like, want it on the right side of the floor, the left side of the floor? Does he want to pivot off his left foot, his right foot? Does he want it in the mid post? Does he want it at the elbow in an isolation? Whatever it is, you've got to have sets or things you can run in transition that will put that guy in position to get those shots.
Can you make an argument right now in the SEC, not only the best conference in college basketball, but maybe the two best teams with Auburn and Kentucky in college basketball?
Yeah, I mean, I think you could do that. I mean, we actually have a thing on Game Day today talking about the best leagues in college basketball. Who can have the most teams to make a Sweet 16 run? And I have the SEC and the Big Ten as my two leagues. Yeah, I mean, look, Kentucky's playing at warp speed. And if you look at Kentucky, you think about it, their losses, most of their losses are, when guys went down, even in the Auburn game. Guys go down. Hopefully they'll eventually call out that screen at half court so guys' heads don't get taken off. But so I mean, Kentucky, they can beat you in a half court game. They can beat you in a transition game. They are really, really good defensively. Obviously, Oscar is a problem, but Walker's a problem when it comes to Oscar because of his length. So, all right, you guys got to help me. Is it a 7'5" wingspan, 7'4" wingspan, or 7'7" wingspan?
Oh, I've heard 7'5" wingspan.
I haven't seen it in person, so I can't.
I don't think it matters. The guy gets every rebound that's out there.
Yeah, I got 7'5".
All right, I'm going to use 7'5". We're doing a virtual thing on Jabari and Walker tonight, and I'm going to say 7'5". That's what I'm going with.
7'5". And before you go, Seth, we've got this new generation. It's come out of the pandemic where coaches don't wear suits anymore. Back in your day, I mean, you dressed great. Would you be upset not wearing the suit anymore? Did you like that, or would you like the way we're coaching on the sidelines now?
I think you should wear a suit. I mean, I think there's a professionalism to the, Bruce Pearl's making what, $6 million a year?
Yes.
I mean, I don't care if Bruce wears a suit or not. Just keep the shirt on, please.
That's a muscleman, man.
Muscleman.
But the muscles are in the arms. It's the midsection if nothing else, cover the midsection. Come on.
All right, he is Seth Greenberg.
Thank you.
Game day coming to Auburn. Thank you for bringing it to Auburn, Seth, and I hope you enjoy your time there.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, take care. Seth with us on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline.